Derek Bieri's sudden fade from the spotlight hit his fans like a gut punch. Devotees of Vice Grip Garage, his wildly popular YouTube hub, were floored that this master storyteller, who could spin rusty engine riddles into bite-sized, family-fun wisdom, would ghost a booming empire adored by millions. Yet, he did just that, vanishing from over 2 million loyal eyes. What sparked the vanishing act? Fans pined for his snappy DIY wit, but this wasn't a mere breakdown on the open road. Off-screen, Derek grappled with raw, real-world hurdles that forced gut-wrenching choices. So, what's the real scoop on Derek Bieri's detour? Before the uploads trickled and the rides rusted idle, Vice Grip Garage ruled as the ultimate pit stop for gearheads everywhere. Even if autos weren't your jam, Bieri's down-to-earth vibe made you feel right at home. Way before his brainchild exploded into a viral phenomenon, amassing eye-popping views and cementing a spot among Auto TV's diehards, Derek was your everyday dude hailing from tiny Mayville, North Dakota. Dropped into the world on May 16, 1984, farm life in the Dakotas drilled self-reliance into him from toddlerhood. Tinkering with busted rigs wasn't a thrill ride, it was survival mode. The hands-on hacks that skyrocketed his fame? Straight from Dad and Grandpa's toolbox. No calling a pro when gears ground to a halt. He'd MacGyver fixes from scratch. But this grit wasn't some grim curse. It was the heartbeat of rural rhythm. Derek didn't dive into auto wizardry overnight. He eased in young, honing a knack for wrenching, welding, piecing together scraps, and reviving roadkill relics. Years grinding in shops, bossing crews, sharpened his edge. Yet, for all his grease-stained genius, he traded it for a cubicle cage, pulling solid pay as a buttoned-up office drone. Still, that 9-to-5 grind left him lost and low. Chatting with Sick Magazine, he spilled, "I glanced around and realized I'd stumbled into a life I never auditioned for. So why skip megamech firms for YouTube glory?" 2017 flipped the script. Derek geeked out on flicks like Roadkill, musing, "Dang, I could pull that off, if I just cracked the filming code." One evening, he rigged a glitchy iPhone to a barn door, slapped a modest mill and 4-speed into a Camaro, coaxed it to roar, and boom, Vice Grip Garage sparked to life. No slick squad, no fat sponsors, no blueprint. Just sheer nerve and a taped-up phone. That spark ignited a wildfire. Juggling day gig and clips was cake at first. Whip up vids on off hours, splice him after dark, treat it like a joyride. But buzz built fast. Viewers craved constant revs. Derek's self-roasting charm, deep dive know-how, and straight-shooter vibes hooked him hard. Authenticity amplified the love, swelling his subscriber sea. Crossroads loomed. Cling to the cushy desk or plunge into content chaos. He leaped, ditching the suit for shop lights. From there, it was full-throttle garage grind. The channel surged, swelling crowds, epic restorations, a tribe hooked on his no-frills flair. Derek didn't launch a feed, he ignited a revolution. His breakout? Reviving a ragged '69 Camaro Z28. From junk heap to jewel, it turned heads. What ensued? A subscriber avalanche, view billions, a tube gig, a hangar humming with resurrected relics fueled by sweat, Joe, and sheer will. From 2018 to 2020, Derek dropped weekly gems, spotlighting classics like Chevys, Caprices, Monte Carlos, and Fords. He patched them with clever shortcuts that clicked: plastic lines, zip tie wiring, hand pumps, even repurposed oil cans to kickstart the beast. Sans swanky setups, it played to his strengths. Raw skills teaching everyday fixes for everyday rides. Genuine, gritty, and gold in a sea of flashy clips. Vice Grip Garage carved its niche by ditching dazzle for dirt. Real revamps of barn buried, yard, or scrapyard sentence survivors. He'd scavenge spares, wield basic bits, channel kid-era cunning for thrifty triumphs. No hydraulic hoists, no laser gadgets. Just humble hammers and a blueprint any aspiring shade tree could shadow. Vids stretched 90+ minutes, outlasting rivals, to honor his vow, empower the everyman. Mid-2022, over a mil subs strong, and the winds rippled. 2021 saw the clan relocate from Minnesota's chill to Tennessee's warmth. Not for scenery, but smarter living. Cheaper costs, freer hours for wheels and kin. Minnesota's commute chewed an hour daily, wasted weeks yearly in gridlock. Tennessee reclaimed that for garage glory. Bombier climbs meant year-round wrenching, no winter wipeouts, boulder builds nonstop. Derek's auto obsession transcended tweaks. He craved velocity, the thrill of track tussles, morphing wrecks into warp speed wonders. Roots ran deep from Dakota dirt. As fame flared, heavy hitters hooted. Motor Trend tapped him for a series. 2022 birthed road-worthy rescues. Hunt Hulks, breathe fire into forgotten speed demons. Pressure piled, rep on the line, believers banking on him. But it suited his fire. Debut? Zapping a 67 Mustang from 30-year slumber. Tennessee's track heaven fueled it. He dabbled in drags for grins, piloting a slammed Sunday wagon at Midwest meets. The acid test? Tackling Rocky Mountain Race Week in El Toro, a Motion Raceworks gift for Sick Week 2023, a nod of rare reverence in drag and drive circles. Derek gushed. Tough nut to crack for thrills, but that blew my lid. Motion tossing keys to El Toro spotlighted the scene's soul. One-of-a-kind rocket, blistering the quarter in 8 ticks. That flipped his switch, racing Rev Central. Derek honored origins, auctioning polished prizes, not for stacks, but survival. Kept relics rumbling, not rusting. Fan fests, swag slinging, ties with titans like Motion Raceworks, Holly, Bear Brakes. His bedrock? Not bolts, but bonds, family fueling vice grips fire. No corporate churn, it's hearth and home. Wife Jessica's the unseen spark plug, off-cam orchestrator of odysseys, gear guru, tool tamer, seamless scheduler. Vid verdicts, sponsor syncs, drop dates? Family huddle, Jessica juggling deals. She's no sidekick, she's co-pilot. Derek nailed it. No Jessica, half these flicks flop. Their trio of tots thrive amid torque wrenches and rubber, echoing Derek's dawn. Littlest, Bentley, spins little grip garage, wrenching we racers like carts and bikes. Same fire, fans fawning over fledgling feats. Clan creed, sweat equity, hands-on hustle, puzzle-solving grit. Derek dropped wisdom live. Ain't pushing pint-sized pros, just problem solvers. Patch a pony car, patch your path. Viral verity. Yet, Bieri brewed buffered private plots amid the buzz. Roadside roasts, pre-race pep, stalled start solidarity? No script, pure pulse. Pal Chad Ashheim and spouse Haley Hall heat too. Tota trades, shadow builds. Fans clocked the shift in 23. Sparse drops, skipped spottings, muted streams, IG whispers, or site snippets. Not a bust, boom overload. Pace outpaced plan. Family forged fresh flow. Work, wander, world share recalib. Bieri bunch balancing bounty with bedrock basics. Triumph trails thorns, though. Lawsuit whispers? Bunk. By 25, mil plus subs, 750 mil eyeballs. Fans framed him icon. Nodding slinger, DIY auto deity. He held humble, scandal-free. But sightings slimmed, rarity ruled. Burnout buzz. Private pangs? Mystery mounted. One fresh flash. Disney snap. Queuing with clan. Same salt of earth shine. Poster praised. Chatty, snap savvy. Whatever pulled Derek inward, it wasn't apocalypse. Meanwhile, Vice Grip bloomed brand. Merch Mart, Tool Trove, OEM Outpost, Cameo Calls, Classic Castoffs. Monte Carlos, Novas from Reels. Rated for rebirth, not riches, kept kicking. Personalized pep, garage-grounded gratitudes, B-Day blasts. Thanks, pep talks, raw rapport. That rapport reels rebrands. Hands deep with motion, Holly, Bear, Feedback Forge. Event MC, C10 City Signings, QNS, Thrift Thrill Tutorials. Mantra? No Luxlair needed for legend. Burnout buff? 6 Skid Champ in August. Channel Chugs, Chasing Derek's Dream. Core's Cheap Thrills, Squeeze Max Miles from Minimal Moolah. Blue Collar Beast, 7-Day Sprint, Shoestring Spins. Show folks fun ain't flawless or fleet. It's feasible. Then, Rescue Rhythm Rocks, but yard rust? Nah. Pass the torch. Let lovers lavish M. Derek dialed back for kin or whim. Social sprinkles persist. May missive, scam alert, shield fans from fraud fakers. Crystal, chaps chipper, crew caring, shadow shy, but savior swift. Barry's blaze burns bright. Sparks souls to seize scrap, salvage scrap. Beyond bucks, beyond buzz, igniting ingenuity? Ultimate uptick, thumbnail or not.